Okay, we have returned to the world of Darkwood. Alright, the game and the world itself was actually developed by the Dark Wizard Studios, right? We become Hauffman. On the previous episode then, we just went through the another night. Yes, nothing really happened. I think, actually, someone showed up here, right? On the bed, but that was about it. No attacks, no nothing. I think if you were a new player, yes, if I didn't have an experience, let's say, put it that way, if I didn't have an experience with the game, I wouldn't believe that something actually happens by night. It's more like scare jumps, things like that. But no attacks, no hassle, no problem. And I would be very wrong about that, right? If you don't know about that, you will find out eventually with me or by yourself. Yes, if you get to play it alone, yes, have your own playthrough before watching these videos. Who knows? You will find out about that eventually, but don't be scared about that. You'll get the hang of it. Might end up dying a few times like I did, but that shouldn't be a problem at all. It's part of the game, you know. Let me see here. Have I upgraded this? Yeah, I have upgraded more nails, and to upgrade again. Oh yeah, in order to upgrade this again, I need to upgrade first my workshop, and I need the okay. And now I'm starting to remember. I need to first get a toolbox in order to upgrade my workbench. Oh yeah, and I was going to sell this shiny stone to the Wolfman in order to buy the. Even though I think it's not enough. Only one shiny stone to buy a toolbox from the. I don't remember how much it costs, but that was the plan, right? Let's leave here everything we don't need, and perhaps even this torch here. It's almost done. Yeah, let's keep it. Yeah, for now let's keep it. Let's go visit the. Oh, cannot go through there. Visit the Wolfman and buy a toolbox from him. Let's go out through. Yeah, I turned off the generator. Yeah, so the game is actually, I think you may believe the game is starting, and I have commented upon that already, the game is starting a little slow, perhaps. I don't think that's truly the case. It's more like we are getting to know the game, we are getting used with the world, yes, the setting, all of that. We are being careful, I am being careful, cautious, and even though we haven't really seen much action on nighttime, and that could lead some unaware. Oh, have I seen this one? Is that body here? Yeah, I have. It could cause some unaware. If I kill the dog here, I think I have. Yeah. It could cause some unaware players to believe that nothing really happens by nighttime. And I don't know if that would be a bad thing. He would be impressed with what can happen by night, I suppose. Yes. But yeah, for up until now we haven't seen much action or much by night. Even though by the last time, by the last night, we actually saw a. Oh, we can show an item. We saw a guy right on our bed, if I'm not mistaken, and then some creepy music played, and I couldn't really tell what was about to happen. But it turns out nothing happened. I think I'm fine for now. What can I show him? Oh, the invitation. Excellent meat. An invitation to a wedding party. The wolf snorts with laughter. His putrid saliva landing on my face. Great. It's an invitation to that house in the southern edge of the dry meadow. We've been there on the previous episode, haven't we not? I think we have. There's a dog on the front with a chain and all. The music there has been playing non-stop since I remember. Interesting. Day and night. A never-ending wedding. Okay, that was not the best impersonation, but that's what you get from me. The wolf throws the invitation back at me. It's wet with spit. Man, what a nasty creature. Have fun, mate. Just remember to hide that disaster of a face. Just remember to hide the disaster of a face. So we're really not human, I suppose. Or it's no dancing for you. Okay, kinda like him. But that's it. Yeah. Okay, I did not want to quit, but yes, mate. Can I show? Yeah, I could show again, but it's just going to. How much for this? 200 bucks. I will not be able to get. Yeah, I need 20 extra bucks. I could sell. I mean, these pills. I think I saw a pill. I don't really use it that much. It can be useful, but not enough for me to need it that much. Now we can buy a toolbox and we can upgrade our. Yeah, I'm kind of. Since I've played the game previously, I know I'm kind of spending money unnecessarily. Since we are here, let's explore this area a little further. I'm spending items for reputation. Let's call money. Come on. Kind of unnecessarily. I'm going to find all of these items later on, but well, I'm really not. I know that pills are not that useful. They are. I suppose you just kind of need to know how to use them, how useful they are. For me, I only use them when I want to run back home. The corpse of some unlucky bastard who's been tied to the tree. Right. Yeah, I only use those pills when I want to run a little longer or keep running until I reach back my home. Especially when it's close to nighttime. I might actually miss that. I just have to think about it. I might end up missing that pill, but okay, it's sold. Oh, the burnt house. I remember this place here. So yeah, I think that the game has not shown its true face yet, which is good. Actually, if I stop to think about it, the pace for the game is excellent. I might tell you, very good. I remember doing this. Let's get this because it's going to be useful. I remember playing the hospital. I actually made a series upon that game. I don't know if it's still available for you to watch, but one of the things I praised for Film Hospital is was its ability out. The truck is here. Wait, what? No. Oh, the truck, please. Who's talking there? Get the fuck out. Is he talking to the... What's going on there? Yeah. Apparently it says there's some people here, but I cannot open this just yet. Do I have the key for that? I don't think so. I don't even think I have a key. Oh, I have been neglecting the journal, have I not? Yeah, I don't have any keys. I will read that eventually, but not just yet. Who knows, perhaps I will read this episode to just allow you... Well, I can do this, right? Just scroll the pages so you can stop the video and read it, right? But perhaps at some point I will read it for you. I don't know if that's really worth it. Sometimes there is some useful information, but I think I remember all of those journal pieces. I don't know, I'll see about that. How am I going to proceed with the journal? For now, let's just explore a little longer this area here, see if there's anything useful. Yeah, I haven't managed to enter that house yet on my playthrough, so I don't know what happens in there, but apparently there are some people there and I need to find a way inside, supposedly. Let's go back because there doesn't seem to be anything else useful around here, and the clock's ticking. Yes, we gotta gather resources, find items and all of that. What is this place? Oh, this is these are those trees, I think. There's some interesting stuff in here, I think. Yeah, poisonous mushroom. Be careful not to confuse this with the normal mushrooms. These are poisonous instead. Let me get the torch out. Yeah, there's a backpack here. Well, no, it's a pot actually. Oh yeah, we have to go for that other burned house all the way down there. What is it? Here. Burned house. Okay. Oh, these are burned houses. To get some stuff down there with some dogs and things like that. Okay, nothing useful here. Let's check this side of the forest. Yes, this western wall here. Oh, there we go. Another corpse here with some very interesting. Yeah, I don't have another lockpick. That's not good. Yeah, so the timing or the speed at which the developers release the content to the player on this game is actually optimal or very good indeed. And I was actually telling you that Theme Hospital, I kind of interrupted myself again regarding that, but Theme Hospital also did that. and did that masterfully. I think this game is also doing that very well. Yes, which is an important thing. Yes, to the speed at which you release the the features of the player. So, oh yeah, don't try to kill that thing or attack or get near that, because it will go bad for you unless you are well prepared. It is. Even though the reward for killing that's quite good, on the other hand. Um, so yeah, it's important for the developers to have a good pace of releasing the content, because that's what keeps the content fresh, and the content fresh actually keeps the player entertained. There's a dog somewhere here. Where is he? Can I lure him into the... Come on, doggy. Yeah, I think he's coming after me, isn't he? No, he's not. I'm trying to lure him into the... come on, I'm not going to bother with that. To the bear trap. Let's just pick it up and go on with it. Yeah, so releasing the content little by little will keep the player engaged with the game, interested in the game. Yes, there will be always something new to entertain the player, and that's one of the things that make the player come back again, I suppose. Yes. And story-wise, it has a lot of content. Yeah, when the story is good, even it kind of works the same way as the feature being released little by little, because you get a little bit of the story every time you come back to play the game. So even if the game doesn't have its features, even if the game has its features released all at once, which kind of happened with the game, another game I actually made a series upon, which was the Settlers. I don't know if that series is yet or still available for you to watch, but in that case they released the content all at once, and after that the maps were pretty much all they got to work with in order to keep the player engaged, entertained, and focused on the game. Well, turns out it wasn't really that. It wasn't really enough. It's kind of what happens with story, to be entirely sincere. I do believe so. Where while the story can keep the player engaged and all, the games get dull and old, I suppose, if it doesn't show new content. Man, what are the things in the store? This goddamn forest. There's a dog in there. I was hoping to find some corpses, more things to loot. What is he guarding there? I'm wondering. Is he guarding anything? Yeah, it's kind of dark in here. Let's see what can we find around here. So yeah, the story is not enough, because again, games are... oh goddammit. Let's back off and get a meat piece, so I can perhaps entertain that dog with a meat piece like that. What am I doing? I don't need a lockpick for that. That's good. Have the dog come? Yeah, that's good. Oh, the dog's there's more than just one dog in here. Backpack, don't mind me. Wait, what? No more? Got no inventory. Let's make a lockpick. There's a dog somewhere around here. Where is he? Let's make a lockpick quickly before a dog show up. Have I made it? Because I think I moved before. No, I made it. It doesn't make any difference, goddammit, because I just don't have any more space, period. So, okay, I'm going to go back. There are dogs. See here somewhere, because I can't see anything. Let's go back to our... What am I at? Okay, I'm very close to my home. Let's go back to it and storage the items we found. Wow, Jesus, it's right next to the thing. So, there we go. What I was saying, what I was speaking about, well, I don't I managed to forget again, but I think I finished talking about everything I had to say on that topic. Is that correct? Supposedly. Anyway, let's just cook what we have here. Only 10. It's going to take a while for us to get all the way to 150 instance, but who's counting that, right? Well, I am. Yeah. Oh wait, we were talking about storing, how it was not enough. Oh look, I can make extra inventory space, a hotbar. I really sucker for inventory space, right? because many things yet to be found, many things to be looted, and have I found a pill? Because yeah, I think I found an extra pill because let's upgrade the workshop, shall we? I think we are doing fine, are we not? We are getting items quickly. We are finding things quickly, even though we haven't yet met. Oh, we can make. Oh no, I need to upgrade this workshop in order to make a pistol and even a homemade shotgun, which is not that useful. But oh, the shovel, that's going to be useful. What I was saying, yeah, we are doing fine, I suppose, on this game. We're progressing quickly, even though that's what I was going to say. We haven't got into any fights yet, so I don't know how well am I really doing on that department. What am I going to carry with? Oh, I have another shiny stone. I didn't know about that. Should I spend it with the Wolfman? How many points have left there? I think it's 10 or 20 points, right? Under 150. I don't think there's anything useful to buy with that much. Yeah, not really. Let's well, finish. Do I have to keep anything else there? No. Let's finish looting that place over there. Even though now I don't have any more meat, do I? Let me check that. I think I have some meat pieces stored here. Let me check. Then we can deal with the burned house as well. Any meat? Yeah, plenty of meat here to deal with those dogs. Even though I'm kind of running out of time here for this video, let's just at least loot the last pieces or the last thing on that backpack there. So yeah, I think that during the day, yes, it's not that scary, the game, yes. During the night, what really makes the game scary during the night, I'm thinking, is actually the sound, isn't it? But it couldn't be any different. Well, the art style, definitely, definitely. You can get a little worried about dogs, yes, about the combat and all that. A lot of dogs in there. Let's throw a piece of meat for them. Oh, they are backing away or something. Let's give only that dog a piece of meat. Oh, he's going away. That one saw me. Go away, dog. Nobody wants anything from you. Goddamn pesky animal. Go take the meat. Go. Any dogs behind me? You gotta be careful about that. Yeah. Go take the meat. And that's all that is around here. Oh, goddamn. He finished that quickly. Let's just run away. I think we managed to lose him in the rocks. Jesus. He was really not happy with me. Oh, there's another dog in there. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, don't be surprised when that happens. It's going to happen a lot more. From time to time I end up stepping on one of these... oh, I couldn't let one of these dogs into this. I end up stepping in one of these traps. Well, hopefully not the bad traps, right? But the two dogs there are not going to play with two of them at once, not with these weapons I currently have. Let's check the burned down house with the rest of the time we have available. Is anything useful here? Can I hear a dog? Another one? Yeah, we haven't seen much horror-wise, yes, for this game. I was saying that it was all regarding the sound, but it couldn't be different, yes, even though the art style helps toward that idea. I will have to kill some of these dogs, I'm feeling. Oh, look, some more doorway. There are any dogs in here? Not for now. Let's get this before they show up. Well, only a freaking empty bottle. So I got myself lost again. There's some dogs around here. I can hear them bark. We had to enter this house too and get some of these logs, but not this time. Unfortunately, we are definitely entirely out of time. I'm going to make it back to our home, and nighttime is coming by as well. So I need to get myself ready. Could I jump over this and not have problems with those dogs? Just to see if there's anything worth looting around here. There's a dead dog here. I like one there. Have I checked this? Nope. Those dogs up there. So yeah, I think we did well this episode. I mean, we explored a lot of the game. Nothing really that interesting happened, I suppose. Nothing scary happened. Is he coming? No, but I need the bear trap now. But don't you worry, things will come to play, yes, with us eventually. God damn it! Oh, you pesky dog. Yeah, couldn't recommend you enough to actually try and circle around the dog instead of standing still. Yes, that's the way to. Most of enemies actually, some enemies can actually outrun you. So your best defense is always to keep moving and choose the moment to actually attack. Yes, when they are, especially when they are making a curve, mind you. If you understand what I'm trying to mean. Yeah, there we go. It's nighttime. We're not going to face it right now. We have some. I think we have something to cook here. Do we? No, we don't. But we surely got some new items. I do thank you for your time. I hope you come by the next episode so we may then face the night once more. It's one of many nights we are going to face. Yes. Many different things will happen during those night times. It will get much more interesting than this. I think it's already a very interesting game. Yes, or when I was playing the game, it was already a very interesting game to play. It starts slow. You have to go slow, but it will pick up the pace. And well, if you're not convinced yet, perhaps you might want to come back for the next episodes. Yeah, stay along with me. Stay with me a little longer, so you may find out a little more about the game and make up your mind about buying it on Steam or on Good Old Game, or I think it's Humble Store. Anyway, so whatever the case, once more I cannot say enough. Thank you for your time, your attention, and see you by the next episode. Until then.